Okay, I'm just going to turn this way so we can actually see it. Hello. There we go. Hello. Welcome to another edition of CK Cosplay. Wednesday update. Blah. Don't know if I'll stick with it. Anyways, I guess just a little recap from last time. New cosplay I was working on is working on Shiro from the new Voltron series. I fell hard into this and I don't know how to get out. I should be ashamed of myself. Anyways, so current thing I'm working on is like little hair tuff right now. So what I got is yarn for that. Because I don't have enough time to get wefts shipped in or find anything locally, really. So, night nights. You're on TV, camera.
Woohoo!
Okay. So, yeah, my sister. Anyways. What I'm using, I picked up two types of yarns. Michael's was having a sale. What I get is their Loops and Threads brand, because I actually quite like it. They have a variety of different brands of what you're looking for. I also do yarn tails, so what I generally use for my yarn tails is the Charisma. It's a chunky weight. It's very soft. It's very similar to the Burnant, like super chunky or whatever. Maybe a lot softer actually. It's very plush. It's very nice. I quite like it. That's what I mainly use for a lot of my tails. So they had a deal: buy one get the second one free. So why not? Sure. So I picked up two bundles of their white, and so. Then I also thought, well, I need something to tie the wefts on. So I picked up, again, their own brand, Loops and Thread, the Snuggly Wuggly. It's a baby yarn. It's also quite nice. Both of these I've used for yarn tails, and they both have different effects. So I did like a little sample. This here is the Charisma. It's very nice. It's very flyaway. It's kind of heavy. It has more of sort of like a silvery sheen. It's very soft. The Snuggly Wuggly is more dense, I find. It's more of a flat white. Let's see if I got it. I can show. So this is what I'm working on currently. It's just like on completely derping on names, things. Tulle, there we go. Tulle on a hoop. So it's easy. My pattern drawn on there. You can kind of see it. And a string of yarn. Now what I do for that, the Snuggly Wuggly comes, it's a 3-ply, I think. So it's a fine yarn. It comes in three pieces, and what you want to do is after you cut your length, you don't want to go too long because yarn does have a breaking point. What I'm using as a template is just a marker package, and wrap that around, and it measures about 11.5 inches. You end up brushing about a lot of it out, so it all depends. If you go too short, it will look cut off, but if you go long enough, the breaked end has more of a finer flyaway look, like this here. Like both of these are, the Charisma I find is a little longer. It stays. Both of them are acrylic. You want to do like the acrylic, it has a better feel. If you're doing yarn tails, the acrylic and a wool mix will be nice for the more rugged look. Anyways, back to Shiro's little hair tuff. So after you separate the pieces, So the Snuggly Wuggly has a 3-piece separate. The Charisma has a 2. So you'll have like a bunch of these little strands. You cut them out, and you want to make a bunch of them because doing a weft takes a lot. So one of them you'll cut your length for what your weft tie on, not the ends. Make sure you have about 1 inch on each end before your knot, so you have something to hold on to when you go to brush them. And to put them on, okay, now I need to figure out, because I need both hands, I need to set down. Okay. So to tie on, you'll like take your loop, and I think I should have a shit. Well, I don't know where my freaking extra things went. Ain't that just lovely? They disappeared on me, which means I have to make new ones. Yay! Okay. So much white stuff around here. Okay, so we're just going to use one of these. Tie your knots. This is for your weft string. Make sure you have a good amount at the end. I generally double knot it so it doesn't. And I'm just going to do one, but you want to do it on both. Then you're going to take your what's going to be your hair strands, your wefts. In the middle, you don't have to be exact because it's going to get brushed out. I'm going to lay it over. Now something that I find that actually helps for creating this is to create like a little hook tool. This is just a piece of wire that I bent into a hook and made like a little handle. This here is really nice for... Okay, so after you have it on like so, you're going to fold it over. So then it folds over your two tails. You're going to take your little hook and you're just going to grab those two little tails and you're going to just pull it through. So you create something like that. Pull it tight, slide it down to the end of the knot, pull, and you're just going to do a whole bunch of those until you get to the end. The first few are going to be difficult because you don't have a lot, but afterwards it's just bam, 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 and you're just going to make a string of those. It's time consuming. Put something on, music, whatever. I actually have the series plays on in the background just so I have noise. I can look over if I need reference just to know how long I actually need it, or like whatnot. I think I have this measured at about like 4 or 5 inches. And sort of like it's going to be like in a sort of a triangle shape, so little, yeah, it's similar to that. It's also a good way of telling like how much time I've actually worked on it. So I did a run through of season 1 and 2, and 1 again, and I'm halfway through 2. So I can calculate my hours, how long I've worked on this. Okay, so after you have all that, you have all your yarn, weft, you're going to brush it out. Pet slicker brush. If you look up how to do yarn tails, it's pretty much the same thing, basic, whatnot. And you're going to take a hair straightener after you brush them all out. The fluff, you can either toss it or you can keep it because it makes excellent for stuffing if you do stuffies. I keep it. Multi-purpose. So brush it out, do whatever with your fluff. You'll probably get a lot of waste at the end, and then you'll end up with this big fluffy mess. Try and keep it all in one direction, and you're going to take a hair straightener and you want it on like a low temp. I have mine set on that's actually quite low. I've gone up to 15 before. So, and you just want to like run that through the pieces a few times until like it straightens it. Obviously you won't be able, oh yeah, when you brush it, do it in chunks because you can't get it all at once. Same thing with the straightener. Just separate them, do it in chunks, and then once you're all done that, just take the slicker brush and brush it out front and back so it's all one continuous like line, like so. You may lose some may slide on there, but you just like move it along. After that, you'll have this like fluffy string. And set up your rig. The hoop makes it really nice for so you can use both hands, and you just, let's see, I can show you underside of such, if we can see. So pretty much there's my starting point, and it's just like little V, then back and forth, and you're just going to keep doing that all the way up. I don't know how long, how much it will take. Quite a bit. And after that, you would, I guess, I'm going to put another layer of tulle underneath just to strengthen it. Then stitch on a hair clip, or a couple of hair clips. I still have to figure out what kind of hair clips I'm going to use for that. So I'm browsing some dollar stores. And then I guess afterwards you would trim it away. And so you can just like trim, like clip it in. Like I'll do that with my actual hair. It's like wig suitable as well. I'm going to do make both the Snuggly Wuggly and the Charisma style. Figure out how I like. The Snuggly Wuggly is quite nice because it's posable. You can like easily shape it. It's very dense, so it's really nice. I quite like it. It's soft. The other one's more of a flyaway. Feels a little more heavier. But that's why I'm going to try both. Anyways, I guess I guess that's the update. More of a tutorial on Shiro's hair tuff, I guess. More so. I guess for update wise, Jacob, I'll probably start work on him in a few more weeks. And other than that, I'm just gonna keep clock in a few more hours on this, watch a few more episodes. While I do this, I'm just at, what is it, the Arc of Tajir currently, so I think I'm midway through season 2. Give that a run through until whatnot, and yeah, we'll keep it at that, and I'll try and keep this short. Alright, talk to you guys later.